Man Utd 3, Liverpool 2 were through to the 5th round of the FA Cup to face West Ham at Old Trafford. Finally, look, we're winning against a big six team, although it's not in the league. But what character today, what charisma, what belief, what determination. I love the performance today. Did we have to ride storms and were we naive at times? Yes. Are we perfect? No. But our belief, our determination and our confidence and just are good players. Like sometimes you got to just look at it like we got good players, guys. Like, do you know what I mean? Is what's bringing us through right now. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant in moments. What I like about today's performance is that I feel like we looked at what we done at Anfield and went, go for it that little bit more. Be a little bit more aggressive, but look after the ball a little bit more in terms of the final ball. I know we didn't look after it well at times in the midfield between Pogba and McTominay, but in terms of creating moments and getting at them and putting them under pressure, I thought we did it superbly. I'm going to start with Sir Marcus Rashford. He was fantastic. He was brilliant. He gave Trent a difficult time. Williams was coming across, the young kid there, defending for Liverpool, defender centre back for Liverpool. He sat him down loads of times. And you know what? My biggest criticism of Marcus, of why I get so frustrated sometimes with him, is because of his decision-making. And today, I think he proved why maybe some of us do get frustrated, because we know that this player is in there. We just want to see him do that more consistently. And I get it. He is young and he is still going to improve, but he's a seasoned pro. He's been playing for 6 years now. And Marcus can do that. He was brilliant, from link up with Luke Shaw, which we'll get onto Luke Shaw in a minute, was superb. Cutting in off that left-hand side, making the right opportunities, making the right choices at the right time. And I spoke about this in the lead up to this game, and I put it to the fan forum. Guys, I was like, look, is Marcus Rashford playing where he's playing, i.e. on the right? Is it the best for us? Is it unbalancing us? I just think he should go back to the left for the balance of the team. And that proved right today. I just want us to win, and I just think the good of the team has to come first. And now Cavani is getting a run up front. I just think Rashford should be on the left. I really do. I think he's more comfortable there. I think that he knows what he wants to do more there. I just think he's better at making decisions coming off that left-hand side. If that means him and Martial need to fight it out, so be it. That's fine. We did that. I remember when Jose done that. Him and Martial were fighting out at the beginning of I want to say 17-18 season, I think it was. Was it 18-19? Whatever season it was. I think it was 17-18 anyway. And then they were doing brilliantly. They were doing absolutely brilliantly. So for me, I loved what Marcus Rashford done today. Luke Shaw. Now, look, the goal that we conceded against Liverpool proved why you can't disrespect a team like Liverpool. It proves why you can't go to sleep at any moment, because they got a world-class player in Mo Salah, who can cut you open and finish the way he did with a great finish. But Luke Shaw and Lindelof, I think, got their wires crossed. I mean, I don't want to just single out one person and say it was their fault. I think collectively, the communication wasn't good enough. McTominay didn't put enough pressure on the ball. So those three are probably involved in that goal and they score. But apart from that, Luke Shaw is just Shawshank Redemption settings. I can't describe what this guy's doing. He's moving like the best left back in the league on current form. Yeah, Luka Dean plays well. Yes. Ben Chilwell, people talk about. Yes, Kieran Tierney is a good player. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Robertson, obviously. But with what he's doing right now, Luke Shaw, he is banging form. And I don't even really care how other people rate him. I care what he's doing for us. And he is absolutely smashing it right now. It's like he's reincarnated himself. He looks fit as a fiddle. He looks sharp. He looks strong. He looks powerful. And his decision-making, as always, is just so good. His overlap. One thing I've always wanted more from Luke Shaw is being aggressive and overlapping and crossing. Defensively, I've never had a problem with Luke Shaw. I think he's sound. You know what I think about that. And he can shift and go through the gears. This misconception that he's slow and can't move, I've already spoke about that. I don't need to again. But going forward now, it's like he's just added this element into his game. And people saying he needs to be in the England squad for the Euros. And I agree. The way he's performing, especially if Man Utd are the top of the league. If Luke Shaw ends up winning the league or continue to compete for the rest and finishes higher than a lot of these left backs that are playing, why not? Why not Luke Shaw? Gareth Southgate's got to be looking at that. So he was brilliant. Pogba, I think, had another good game. I think he was very professional in his performances, and we're getting that level of consistency from Paul Pogba. I don't need Paul Pogba to drop a 10 out of 10 every game or score the winning goal every game, but I need him to contribute. I need him to to be part of the game, part of the performance. And he's doing that defensively as well. I think he's done that. Yes, he gave away a few balls, few sloppy balls. Him and McTominay, I don't think that partnership works. I will admit that. I think going forward, I don't really want to see that partnership. I think McTominay struggled, but grew into the game in the latter stages. But his ball retention is not good enough. And as a defensive midfielder, he's just not that. I just don't think it's McTominay's job. I think he wants to be a box-to-box player when he can take the ball forward, when he can drive and combat with people and arrive late. Then he can make things happen, McTominay. But I don't think that pairing works. I'm surprised Matic didn't get any minutes. But this is where Solskjaer comes into it, because, again, he changed it as he saw it wasn't working. To get back into the game, the ball from Rashford to Greenwood, what a ball. And you know what, on Mason, I'm super happy for him, man, because he's had such a rough time. When he was actually starting, I was more thinking, I don't know, man, we need to get something out of him. I might have left him out, etc. But credit to Ollie for keeping faith in him again, to start him against Liverpool again, and, you know, to get that goal on his weaker foot as well. After having two opportunities just before that as well, guys, where some people were moaning that he didn't pass it. Some people were saying, you know, he was being greedy and he's this and he's that. It proves why he's not this. That proves this. That proves that. You don't prove nothing. Just wait for the game to finish, because this is what Mason can do. You keep giving Mason opportunities to get on the ball and to get running at defenders, to cut in or get through on goal. He will score goals. That's what it proves. It doesn't prove he's not good enough. I hate that. There's just this reactionary thing within the fan base, especially during games, which is actually why I've tried to not tweet as much during the games, because if you react to every single pass, every single missed opportunity, every single shot wide, it just becomes like it's too reactionary, because within the game, 2 minutes later, 1 minute later, the person scores, and then what? You're just like a dickhead. Like, sorry to swear, but that just pisses me off. It pisses me off that you go on there during the game and it's like, this is why this is why that. Little couple comments, yeah, but I don't want to do minute by minute commentary. That's just me. But Mason, what a goal. And then he returned the favour in the second half. We go in at 1-1, and you're looking for that reaction, because I said it to Mark at half time. I'm like, this game is there for us. This game is there for us to win. You know, we just keep the ball better in the midfield area and keep going for them. We can win this game. We gave Liverpool so many problems. And not just on the break. I mean, from good patterns of play. I think the way we beat their press and played out from the back was good. I know we conceded a goal from it. And Jay was kind of saying it in the fan forum, saying that he's getting onto Maguire. But if you think about it, Maguire, I think, played really well. I think he played well. I think his passing was good. From my opinion, I think a lot of times when we were penned in, we were trying to beat the press, he clipped that diagonal ball over to Wan-Bissaka quite a few times, and then we went off and played. Wan-Bissaka might have had a very good game today as well. And I think it showed a pattern of play, something that we don't see. It showed tactics. You know, we didn't just sit back, let Liverpool dominate the ball, have 80% possession and try and hit long balls like it was at Anfield. This was a clear, different way of playing, you know what I mean? And I get it. There's something different on the line in terms of instant qualification or instant exiting of the game, of the competition, because it's a cup game. So in a league game, you are going to keep it a bit more tight and, you know, try and preserve what you got. But I saw a clear difference in our approach to this game. I think we were more aggressive. I think we were more attacking. I thought we were more positive in our play. And it worked. I think it absolutely works. And then that second goal, to come out and get that so early, Marcus Rashford took it superbly. Mason with a great ball as well, that Williams probably should have dealt with, but he didn't. And Marcus took his opportunity. Donny van der Beek, though, before I moved on, I think Donny had a really sound game. I think I don't really like making statements like, you know your football. If you know your football and you're not there, I don't want to categorize, because we all look at things differently. But for me, how I look at football and what I want from a player, Donny's simplicity is beauty. Like, for me, if you sometimes thinking, if you might be thinking, what are you talking about, flex? Look what Bruno did when he come on, and I'll get to Bruno. Hear me out. The one-touch play that Donny does is just as important as Bruno making the killer pass. I'm telling you this now, guys, because even in the first goal that we score, Paul Pogba works back, makes a great tackle, right? Then the ball gets to Donny where he's got someone on him and he has to play it first time. If Donny doesn't think simple and think basic and do the fundamentals right, he might try to take a touch and play it on a second. He might try and turn. He doesn't. He just plays the ball to the wing and then Rashford's in. You know, he set Luke Shaw through inside left channel. Luke Shaw crossed it. dangerous moment. Couple of times round the corner, just playing really simple things where I think if you're looking for that maverick and you're looking for the final ball or a ball carrier to run past a couple of players, then slide someone in like a Jack Grealish, he's just a different type of player, guys. Yeah, he come up through the Ajax Academy. He plays with football intelligence. And a lot of the time, football intelligence is just playing the really simple, easy pass that on the eye doesn't look like great. Oh, yeah, cool. We passed it 10 yards. So anyone can do that. No, because what makes you a really good player or an excellent player as opposed to a good player who can be excellent is being able to make those decisions consistently and play simple passes. And I think he does that. He was always going to be, taken off. I get it. We needed another dimension. We needed to bring on Fred or Matic. I agree with that. And we needed to bring on Bruno. I get it. But when Bruno came on, I don't think we all of a sudden got hold of the ball and looked completely different. No, I think that we were in the same position which was on the back foot, had to defend well. Liverpool, hopefully, they didn't take their chances. Dean Henderson made a couple of saves. But this is the difference now. On to Bruno Fernandes. I think Bruno Fernandes proved why the nonsense needs to stop, that he can't be a big game player. Because you're talking clutch moments. Who's going to hit that game-winning shot? Who's going to throw that 30-yard touchdown? Who's gonna step up in the key moments in big games? Bruno done it. Like, I don't care if you want to hate him, you want to say this and different percentages and stuff. He is good for the team. He's amazing for the team. Look where he's been playing, for how long he's been playing there, and where we are in the league and the moment that we're in. Tells you everything. So, yes, I love Donny van de Beek, but the way Bruno's playing, it makes it very difficult for him to get in there consistently. But Bruno, I mean, what a free kick. Clutch. Liverpool, all they're doing is talking shit about how you just Fernandes and Man United get pens all the time. All right, cool. Hold this free kick, bottom bins. Hold that. Sit down, Liverpool. Love it. Love it. I can't wait to finish this and go and check the Liverpool reactions, because they must be absolutely fuming. I didn't even check what Klopp said as well. He's probably crying as well. And psychologically, what it does going into the league as well, their next game's against Tottenham. They haven't won a game in a while now. They're not scoring goals, although there's got a couple today and probably should have got more, to be fair to them. But it psychologically, it gives us one up. It gives us one up. I know this wasn't in the league and we didn't take 3 points from them, but it almost feels like we did. Do you know what I mean? But even better, we've dumped them out of the cup and we go on. But I just love the performance, and it showed tactics. It showed resilience. It showed what a good moment that we're in. I mean, that just game by game. Keep saying it. Keep taking it game by game. We're way ahead of schedule of where we all thought was going to be this season. We just got to enjoy this, guys. We just got to enjoy it. And the players are taking it game by game and just see where we are. Were we naive defensively? Yes, 100%. The goals we conceded were soft, really silly goals. And we have to cut that. We have to cut it out, But in this moment, when we keep coming back and winning, it's hard to argue. I know you can argue that the luck's going to run out and this, that, and the other, but I don't know, guys. We're just going from strength to strength at the moment. And if we can click into gear and start winning games 2-0, 3-1 or whatever, 3-0, and getting a bit of a lead in games and killing games, that's the next step for us. That's the next challenge. Can we kill games? I know the instant challenge and the most important challenge is consistency. Can you keep getting results? I feel like we're in a point where we can actually start to say to the team, you know what? Consistency is one thing. You guys have shown that in abundance. Keep coming back, showing great mentality. Most importantly, getting results, because we're top of the league. But can we now start having a period of dominance of games or killing games off? Start making teams think, shit, we can't come back. We're out of it. Do you know what I mean? When we got 2-1 ahead, can we kick on for that third? The game management, can we start improving that? And they're all valid things to ask. But what Solskjaer's doing right now, no one can talk to him. I don't give a shit what your agenda is. Get out of it. You just have to accept what he's doing is brilliant. The players are buying into it. He's got a tune out of Paul Pogba. Marcus Rashford's stepping up now. Bruno's continuing to do Bruno. Mason Greenwood, he could have left him out. I was thinking maybe leave him out. Ollie picks him, scores, brings on Bruno at the right moment, comes on, scores, plays Cavani, has a good game again, plays Lindelof and Maguire. Okay, cool. You can say there's issues with that, but by and large, we're getting results. You can't ask for much more, guys. You can't ask for much more. Roll on Wednesday night. Another difficult game. They're all difficult games. Sheffield United, they will come there. They will fight for their lives. They are desperate for the points, and they've been unlucky. They got a win against Newcastle and then struggled a little bit after that, I think. But it's not going to be an easy game. It will not be an easy game. So we've got to go, show up, and hopefully, I just want to see one comfortable game, no mistakes, and see us just do our thing, guys. I will see you then. My man of the match, Rashford. Could have been Greenwood, could have been Shaw, could have been Pogba, but I'm going to go with Rashford. I think I've personally been frustrated by some of the decisions that he makes. So when he plays like that, which I think was a faultless performance, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. My man of the match, Marcus Rashford.